Hello, my name is Paula Cato, and I am a student in Dr. Long's class ENT 301 for the spring 2016 semester. The company I will be discussing is Wheelstroll LLC. This company makes a stroller that is compatible with a wheelchair. In this video, I will discuss the organizational structure, the equity structure, personnel plan and spreadsheet, and the recruitment and selection process for the employees and management team of this company. This is the organizational chart for Wheelstroll LLC. As the owner-inventor of Wheelstroll, I will be the CEO, overseeing a core team consisting of a CFO, a VP of Operations, a VP of Marketing, and a VP of Human Resources. Each of these members will have employees and managers that report to them. By dividing up the departments in such a manner, no team member will be required to take on the sole responsibility of running the day-to-day operations or employees. This will help establish a sort of checks and balance style reporting and management system. The initial team will be comprised of 31 people within 4 departments as the business starts up. The breakdown of personnel in its entirety can be seen in this table, but I will expound upon the job descriptions and report of each department and their reporting staff now. The 4 departments of Wheelstroll are broken down into the financial department, operations, marketing, and human resources. The CFO will be responsible for the financial department, requiring an accountant and treasurer to report directly to him or her. The accountant will record billings, monitor the company books, sign payroll checks, and cut bonuses when deemed appropriate. The treasurer will assist the accountant with reporting money coming in and out of the company, monitor the books, and allocate money for employee incentives. The accountant and the treasurer will partake in a checks and balance style of management, reporting to one another as well as the CFO. The VP of Operations will oversee the daily operations with the help of a team of 5 managers that will report to him or her. These personnel will consist of a procurement manager, manufacturing manager, engineering manufacturer, shipping manager, and inventory manager. Each of these personnel oversees small departments that will partake in the creation of every stroller that is sold, from design, research, manufacturing, and warehousing. The procurement manager will oversee tasks associated with acquiring and receiving materials, as well as inspection and quality control of all parts received and used. The manufacturing manager will be responsible for overseeing the fabrication of parts created in-house, assembly of strollers, and conducting testing on the final products, as well as researching safety regulations for the products made. The engineering manager will oversee a mechanical engineer and product design and development. The shipping manager will be responsible for an order processor and shipping clerk. The order processor will receive orders and relay the number to the department for manufacture, while the shipping clerk will take pulled inventory orders and secure transportation for the shipments. The inventory manager will be in charge of putting away finished goods, stocking parts, pulling orders, and keeping track of the inventory in the warehouse through a warehouse supervisor, order pullers, and stockers. The VP of Marketing will oversee employees who shall be responsible for maintaining relationships with customers, provide customer service, make sales calls, and create commercial, magazine ads, or radio advertisements. The VP of Human Resources will oversee time cards for payroll, recruit and hire employees, focus on training the lower-level employees, create staff development programs, and help maintain relationships among upper-level and lower-level management. The Human Resource VP will perform write-ups when necessary, as well as terminate employees as needed. All of these department and managers will work together to perform the daily operations of the company. They will report to one another, as well as myself, in order to keep everyone on the same page. We will do this daily via a morning conference meeting. Each department will discuss what is going on in their department that day, as well as any issues or unmet quotas from other departments that need to be met for efficient product development. An example of this would be the manufacturing manager discussing a missed quota on behalf of the procurement manager for parts that in turn caused he or she to miss their quota on completed inventory the day before. This will further instill a checks and balance style of management system throughout the company so that everyone is held accountable, but also has the opportunity to help one another across different departments. This pie chart depicts the equity breakdown of the Wheelstroll company among myself, key team members, and investors. Each person brings their own set of valuable skills, resources, and networks to the company. The investors bring cash value, advice, mentorship, and networks of people. The VPs bring important connections, important skills, and plenty of sweat equity as the business buds into a successful entity. As the sole entrepreneur and inventor of the Wheelstroll company, I will retain 54% of the ownership. The investors would receive 25% equity ownership in return for their upfront financial investments. Lastly, The CFO, VP of Operations, and VP of Marketing will receive the remaining 21% equity ownership to be divided for a total of 7% each in return for the skills, networks, resources, and beginning sweat equity they will provide. This is the personnel plan spreadsheet. It's a payroll summary. In this chart, upper-level managers and board members will receive a yearly salary, while lower-level managers, supervisors, and employees will receive an hourly wage calculated at 40 hours a week for 52 weeks in a year. In order to obtain the best team possible for this company, extensive interviews, references, background checks, and social media monitoring will take place of every applicant. Every member of the company, from the lowest levels to the highest, will be held accountable when it comes to upholding company morals and guidelines while at work and away. People with a naturally optimistic outlook on life and social views will be sought out from the applicant pools. The company will thrive on self-motivated people who possess the ability to encourage one another, motivate, and professionally, politely give constructive criticism when necessary. Honest, reliable, loyal problem solvers, and out-of-the-box thinkers will thrive in the atmosphere and culture that Wheelstroll will provide and create. A sense of family and camaraderie will exist in meetings, on the production floor, and within all of the different departments. All of these elements combined will generate a welcoming environment that promotes a desire for every employee to come to work and create a product that will help millions of Americans on a daily basis. This wraps up the management team and personnel plan for Wheelstroll LLC. Thank you for taking the time to stroll with me as I dove into the important factors for creating the equity structure, organizational chart, and personnel spreadsheet. I hope you choose to take a stroll with us again in the future.